Okay, so our next question is about calculating GAB contravariant, which is upper from the covariant. So here's our covariant term. This is for the Cartesian coordinate system, for which the metric is ds squared is simply dx squared plus dy squared plus dz squared. And what we know is that if we have GAB times GBC is equal to delta AC, which basically, remember, this is equal to 1 if A equals C and 0 otherwise. Okay, so now we need to use this, and remember we have our implied summation. There's a repeated B over there, so the B was summing up over and it's equal to delta AC. So for example, GAB times GBC is delta AC. So let's, for example, write out the A equals X, C equals X term. This is going to be GXB GBX is equal to delta XX, which will equal 1. Okay, so we can write all these terms out. So this is actually a summation over 3 terms. I've just got x, y, and z here. This is going to be GXX, GXX, plus GXY, GYX, plus GXZ, GZX equals 1. Okay, so where A is x and C is x, but here B is x, B is y, B is z, and we're adding up over those. That's our implied summation. Okay. And what we know up here, GXX is equal to 1, so that term is equal to 1 times GXX. GXY, that's this one here, that's 0. And GXZ is also 0. So 1 times GXX plus that is equal to 1. So these terms are simply 0, so we simply get GXX is equal to 1. Easy. That goes through for all of, so in fact for the whole of the Cartesian one, GXX equals 1, this is the same as GYY, the same as GZZ. If I just shuffle over here, let me just try out doing an off-diagonal term just to show you if A is equal to X and C is equal to Y, we're going to have GXB, GBY, it's got to equal to the delta of XY, it's got to equal 0. Write out these terms, GXX, GXY plus GXY, GYY plus GXZ, GZY is equal to 0. GXX is equal to 1 times this term here, GXY, which we don't know yet. GXY is 0, we said that before. GXZ is 0, and so it doesn't matter what GYY is, it's multiplied by 0. So we can't use this equation to solve for it, so effectively this is 0 times GYY, this is 0 times GZY, but who cares? So this equation ends up being GXY is equal to 0. So that gives us straight away another off-diagonal element is 0. So indeed, this is the covariant form, the contravariant form is just the same. Easy peasy.